Heidi-ho, neighbors. Well, it was 3 days late, but my half a handlebar came in. So I got the non-bent style now. I did have to fix the starter switch and the turn signal switch. It has the cloth wires, so I just end up putting a regular end on it. They came with eyelets, so this was from a panhead, because the that would have just connected to something that looks like that. Probably just a board with bolts or screws, machine screws. So that came in. Just to let you know, if you are doing this and pay, whether you panhead or shovelhead, you see the see how that's round? Okay, you have to make like a groove right in the center of it. Now this new one did not have the groove. My one that I always had trouble with never had a groove, meaning when you switch it from left to right, it really would bypass that middle position. So you'd be like trying to fiddle with it, whether you got gloves on or whatever, trying to make sure it was right in the center so your turn signals weren't on. So this one, I seen one that had a little bit of a groove, and I think this came with the old one, with this one. Now I had to take it all apart, and it was falling apart, but you got the right, you hear neutral, and you got the left. So it makes a difference, and I put a little dielectric grease so water didn't get in there. Normally I don't use too much dielectric grease because it's, well, that's what it is. It doesn't allow passage of electrons, as I understand it. It hampers it. Of course, it's great for moisture to keep it at bay. But you put too much in there, especially when you're plugging plugs together or something, then you have problems that the electrons can't pass from the male to female or whatever. So yeah, just if, like I say, this goes for pans and shovels, got the little groove in there, or make the groove in there. The oldest one did, and this one actually seemed to have an extra one on it. That was attached here, so I think they actually gave up on the switch here, and then they just attached this other wire for turn signals. So it had one here, but like I say, they didn't want to feed it through, so they just went ahead and let's see if this one has that groove in it. No, no groove in there. But that groove, just right through the crown of it, makes all the difference. At least it seems to. So, just anybody's working on pans or shovels out there, up till I think 72 is when they went with the different style handlebar, or different style controls. So at least I got a good one's not bent. That's good, and I'll put it back together. I had to ride up and do a little bit of a delivery for some stuff upstairs in Michigan. So, of course, it's warm today. Tomorrow it's supposed to be cold. Up, down, up, down. But I don't have a windshield on this one, so. And this one's fun. It's kind of like, people talk about bruiser or brawler bikes or something with a lot of torque. This being a stroke motor of something, maybe 96, I don't know what they took the 80s. This is being a 1980, so it would be 90 cubic inch, so I was told it's a 96. I can tell you it's a lot different than that one. The 70 is smooth, predictable. This one, even with the Bendix carb, you crack the throttle, it's like rock and roll time, you know. So it's fine. It's got the 5-speed. So I was able to get this started, and off I went. I had to deliver some clothes. So there's only one place in town that actually seems to take used stuff, and it's up the street in Michigan. So did that before it's supposed to rain, but it hasn't rained yet. It's supposed to start at 3. You can see it's getting cloudy. It's probably about 4 or 5 now, I guess. So it won't be here till about 7. I think the weatherman gets a little excited. Kind of, pads his hand a little bit, just so you don't, I want to know the weather I go outside. It's like the touring bikes, they actually had a temperature gauge on the touring bike. Holy smokes, you're out there riding, on the bike. I'm pretty sure you know what temperature it is. Warm, cold, rainy, whatever. But that's what I've been doing today. This one took a little time. The old wiring in there, I had to go back and look at the old color codes, which they made them really small, the little schematics. So as they started making these books from Harley, they at least made the schematic a little bigger as time went on. You really got to get out your fine line pencil and follow where is that going and the color code. So, see, I got it's part of the greenhouse built for Kay. Back so the chipmunks don't get in there and eat her tomatoes. And I sold the Dinah to a nice guy, local fella here in town. And it's good to see it go to a new home. It's kind of between a Sportster and Touring, so it's their intermediate model. And I was never much for. I had a '74 Sportster back in the early '80s, kickstart only. Cantankerous as all get out, but I didn't know carburetors for a hole in the ground, so I didn't know what I was doing. I always used starter fluid. The guy gave me starter fluid when I bought it. He said, "You'll need this to start it." I said, "Oh." I said, "That's what that big impression is in the back of the seat." "Yeah, that's where I strapped the starter fluid." So as time went on, I tried to learn about stuff, but I don't even remember what kind of carb it had on there. Being a '74, it could have been some kind of early Mikuni maybe. But hope you guys have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. Been watching all you guys and Kraken's garage there. I know his name's Kraken, but I don't know about the garage part. I forget a lot of stuff. Holy smokes. But Silver Nuts guys, thank you. Like that brake light. I got one for both the bikes now. And I've turned several people on to it. For 16 bucks, 17 bucks, and it fits in the housing. You can't go wrong. I mean, it's got the flash, flash, flash. Stop, hit the brake again. It'll flash, flash, flash. On Amazon there. So I had a little piece of the paper that came with it, but I seem to have lost it. I tried to find that for the fellow that bought the Dinah, but so I sent him the link anyway. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Try and fiddle in with this camera again. I guess it's a pretty good deal. Other than the stick they give me, I probably should get some kind of handheld device. I don't know. Yeah, maybe the stick's fine. This came with all kinds of stuff. I can strap it to my chest, stick it on my helmet. So, well, let's see. Yeah, that's about all. That's about all. Well, catch you guys later. Have like I say, a great rest of your week. And to the folks in Thailand that chime in, and the folks in England, and in other places of the good old USA, good luck and peace. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.